Hi, welcome to TNT Garage. We're here to show you how to be fight fit and in peak physical condition. Always hit themselves in the feet. Nice tall posture. Some knees up. Increases your balance. Also come in for later on when we do some checking. Lifts the heart rate up a little bit. Alright, after we've done some skipping, we want to move into actual fight specific training. So how we start with that is with our warm up. You'll notice that there's just a piece of tape around the bag. That's just to designate where the other person's hip would be. Would be no use us push kicking somebody below the hips. We want to stop their momentum. So we want to be up above that line each time. Hands are always up, the top of our head, elbows in tight so that we don't get hit or kicked. Alright, we're going to start with a push kick. Also good to keep judge of the distance and also to stop our opponent getting in momentum and coming forward on us. Again, hands nice and high. As you see, I bring the knee up towards my head and then I extend out. I again want to generate power through the right hip this time. So we come out, extend out, bring the foot right back in to where the knee and straight back down. We want to avoid coming straight down from the bag. If someone does that to me, I simply grab their leg lifted up and throw them over backwards, which means that they're on the ground and then I'm standing up. So also, just to add to it, also want to saw how I put my hand down low. We want to keep it out nice and high to stop our opponent from hooking us or punching us while we're push kicking. Nice and controlled all the way to the ground. Alright, so as we're coming out, we want to lean back with the torso. It's going to open up the front of the hip. And then I bring it back forward. As you get a little bit better, you get a little bit more power into it. A couple on each leg. So we want to start up with 50 of these. So my hand comes out, also to stop if someone was trying to throw a punch or hook. Keeps me nice and safe. The hands always return to the back of the head. We don't want that bag coming forward on us. Next one we'll move on to will be our knees. The first thing I want to do is talk about the left leg. As I'm coming up, I bring my weight forward onto it, up on the bridge of the foot and bring it straight back down. Okay, so what it looks like is we're coming up, raising the right knee, striking above that line and bringing it back to where we started. Alright, you'll notice that I continually keep my hand out, it just judges the distance. We come up, extend through the hip, back down. Power actually doesn't come from the lifting of the knee, it comes from the extension of the hip on the left side on the planet. It's very important that we keep this nice and strong right through the movement. Knees. We're not trying to grab hold of the bag, just want it nice and elbows tied into it. Again, we're going to use this light because we don't want to knee anyone in the groin or lower. Alright, we push the bag away first to give us a little bit of force back, lift our foot up and knee into the bag. Out to the side, and you're coming down on either side, forward, up on the balls of the feet. See many good fighters in the UFC master this and finish their fights very quickly. The best demonstration would be in Thailand with Thai fighters. Here in TNT we'll teach you how to move and train like a fighter. First, we want to work on some stance. Alright, we're going to step back, feet aren't too far apart. About a 45-degree angle if we're in a square. Our hands are up. First technique I'll teach you is just a jab. A jab can either be a devastating knockout blow, generally only if you're lucky, or it'll just keep a distance so you know where your fighter is and that they don't step in too much. Alright. Start with our right hand nice and high, either on the head or off. I prefer to keep it on there so I don't hit myself. Alright, we're going to extend out with the hip first. The hip comes out, the arm comes out, twisting over. Bring it back the same way. So the hip comes out, the hip's the first thing to come back. Out, twisting over. I want to really emphasize when we're punching that we need rotation. We need rotation through the hip, alright, through the arm and through the wrist also. Nice and twist it over. Because rotation is power. Back. Also, we don't want our elbow coming out to the side, as a lot of people do. It's like telegraphing that the punch comes forward, straight in and straight out the most direct way. Also, if we manage to copy hit when we're getting close, we have the elbow and the arm there to protect ourselves. And putting it all together so it'll look like something like this. Come and see me at TNT for the full Fight Fit package.